Here comes the sun.
This has not been seen since 1969. The Beatles Abbey Road as broadcast on BBC Two a week before it was released. The Beatles gave the album to one of their favourite shows, Late Night Lineup, and allowed the BBC to make their own video for each track. But this piece of history was wiped by the BBC and lost for more than 5 decades, until archival experts Dig Media found a recording in Amsterdam.
There were lots of lines over it, there was tearing on the tape. You could barely make out really what was there in a lot of instances. But what we were able to do through various researching and looking in other archives was get a structure of the programme. That's the key thing. It's grainy, the transmission at the time was really wobbly as well, black and white, whereas the original was in colour. We were able to reconstruct some of the elements and pull the noise off as well with various techniques.
We're here on Abbey Road, and every day hundreds of tourists come because of the album. How important a discovery is this?
Who else could approach the BBC at such short notice with an album and say, we want you to make a video album for this?
Said he was based loosely on Dennis the Menace.
Someone who worked on the programme was Jeff Dunbar. 25 at the time, he was given the task of making an animation from Maxwell's Silver Hammer in just one day.
I couldn't really fully animate because of the shortness of the schedule. So I worked out a way of doing it as cardboard cutouts, like puppets. I had a board, I made a board, and I put a cutout of Maxwell on it. And on the back you could twist, so his arm went up and down. I always remember that.
What was that like to suddenly be working on a project with the Beatles?
As a kid, as a working class kid leaving school at 15, I always thought, if the Beatles can do it, so can I. It's true, you know, it was like, yeah, I can do that, I'll be a cartoonist.
And on the night, where were you? Did you watch it?
Yes. Yes, I came back here and watched it with my mum, and it was great. And I remember saying, hey, Mum. She said, what? I said, that's me, I did that. She said, what? I said, I did that.
And in the 80s, Jeff would work with Paul McCartney, winning a BAFTA for animating Rupert and the Frog Chorus. As for the BBC's Abbey Road programme, tomorrow it will be shown for the first time in almost 60 years in London at the BFI's Missing Believed Wiped event. As the Beatles sang on the album's opening track, the restoration has come together. Colin Patterson, BBC News.